Let's decorate my catch-all planner for the 17th through the 23rd. Hi everyone, this is Angie. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here today, I welcome you and I hope you'll stick around. If you're a returning subscriber or viewer, welcome back. I'm so happy to have you here. In today's video, we're going to decorate a spread in my Happy Planner vertical layout. This is a classic size planner. It is part of my Franken Planner system, and I'm using this one for my catch-all. So my mom's got a birthday here on the 23rd, so I do want to do a little, something extra over here. But otherwise, I think we're going to be pulling from the new Live Love Posh Seasonal Love. This is the July through December sticker book. So I wanted to use the November stickers. And I think what I want to do is start out with these two large florals here. And then we'll kind of, work our way through. But I think I'm going to go ahead and move this little sticky note just so that it doesn't get in my way. And I'm going to go ahead and grab this large bottom. Now, all of these stickers are on paper. So I'm not in the habit of whiting out lines, but I do appreciate that having paper means the lines won't show through. So I'm going to put this one down here all the way at the bottom. Oh shoot, I didn't get it over far enough, but I'm not even going to try to pull that up. And I also want to take this big corner. Now, I noticed earlier that these are slightly different. This one has pumpkins. This one does not. So I'm glad I didn't try to put that one up here. Now, normally I'll go all the way up here into my corner with these corner stickers, but I'm going to try something different today, and I'm just going to go across here. Let me see if I can sort of get this lined up. So I hope all you guys are doing okay today. I'm good. I can't believe next week is going to be Thanksgiving. How crazy is that? Now, one thing I really like about this book are these pre-made clusters. So I think I'm going to grab this one. Now, if y'all are familiar with my Plan With Me's, y'all know I don't necessarily do one page and then the next. I'm just kind of, going with the flow and whatever I feel. So there's really no structure other than I do like to put a checklist on Mondays and Thursdays. Oh, and you know what? I think I'm going to put a box here, but not one of these decorative boxes. Let's grab one of these solids. So we don't have, well, I was thinking about pulling this darker shade, but I wanted a kind of a longer box. Oh, well, let's see. For our longer boxes, I only see these two in plain. Let me confirm. Yep, those are the only two large boxes that are plain. Okay, well, there we go. That kind of simplifies that decision. Let's go ahead and take the green, only because I don't want my orange sticker, right next to this orange. So let's do a green. And we're going to put it up here. And then I want to go ahead and put my checklist down here. So maybe for the checklist, I can bring in this darker orange color. Oh, wait a minute. I'm getting another surprise, y'all. This is a long sticker here, and then this one has 2 bullet points. Are these the only? Yep, those are the only checklist. Well, dang it. I don't want to cut this, and the reason is because this is probably designed for the Live Love Posh planner pages. And although I don't have any plans to use that, I might want to reserve these long ones for a future spread where I am potentially using, a different layout. So let's grab this light colored one and we'll put it down here on the 17th. Now, this book does have some washi strips in it, so I did not pull any washi. So I probably will use some of what's already in here. Okay, and I was trying to look through earlier, and she does have a few quotes back here on this very last page. I think I wanted to pull this one. It's kind of long, so it'll take up a good amount of this. Oh, gosh darn it. It'll take up some good amount of space here on the 19th. Whew. All right. That one tried to throw me for a loop. So I'm going to turn my page, and I'm sure this won't be straight, but I'm not going to sweat it. I'm just going to put it down. And I'm trying to reserve some of this space up here in case I decide to come in with some of that washi. I really like the plaid washi that's in this little set. I'm not going to add the washi right now because I want to wait and see where else I might fit it. But I'm looking at this plaid washi here. I wonder how wide. That is pretty wide, y'all. So I may end up having to pull this little skinny green one. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. All right, let's keep moving on. Let's look at this page. Now, earlier I said I don't work left to right or anything like that. So, of course, that's what I wound up doing. I'm not sure yet what we're going to do here. So, let's just keep going with the things that I'm not having to put a super huge amount of thought into. That way, maybe we'll be able to, you know, keep the video rolling. I was thinking about pulling this floral here and putting it on the 23rd for my mom's birthday. I know I've already got a floral here, and this one does introduce this pretty purplish color, but I'm good with that. And I think, let me see. Well, now over here, I stayed below the line on this side of the page. I don't know that I can really do that over here. So let's see. Her birthday is on the 23rd. I'm not sure what we're doing yet. She's supposed to be thinking about what she wants to do. So I guess we'll just let this one take up 2 boxes. But I do want to put a box here to notate her birthday. And also, this is the day that the RSVPs for the wedding are supposed to be in. So I want to put a couple of boxes for that. Okay, so here we've got these cute little clusters. I don't think I really have room for that here. And these are all, you know, I won't say heavily decorated, but since I've got these 2 things going on here, I need to keep with the solids. Let's do this one here to notate the birthday. You know, and now I'm kind of looking at this empty spot here, and I don't think I'm digging that. I wonder if I can get this up and move it a little more to the edge here. Of course, it would cover up my day. Ooh. Now, I don't know if that wants to come up, and I really don't want to get the undo out. I might have to, though. Let's see if we can work with it. I like the undo. I think it's a very useful product, but in my opinion, I don't know. It just feels like it makes my workspace kind of greasy or something, and I don't like that. But if I have to get it out, I will. And it looks like I am going to have to. So let me move this page over. And another thing, I don't ever know how long I should let it sit. But here it is. So let's get this out. And I never know how much of this stuff I need to use. I don't know if I'm supposed to saturate it. I mean, I'm sure I could read the directions. But who has time for that? You know, somebody that uses this quite often is Michelle over at Plan On It. Okay, let's see if this is ready. Looks like I should have put more here. Ooh. I'm being challenged. Now, if you've never heard of or used Undo, it is a product that removes your sticker from the page, but the stickiness remains intact so that you can place it back down. But ideally, you're supposed to wait for this to dry. And it does dry fairly quickly. But now you can see I've got this wetness on my desk. So I'm going to grab a tissue. I've got one over here, and I'm just going to kind of wipe this up. That's the only thing I don't really like about it. And I guess we'll just kind of let that rest a minute until it dries some more. Okay, let's go ahead and put my checklist over here. And I'm not going to put any boxes over here yet until I figure that situation out. I think I'm going to grab the green checklist. But on my other page, I've got my checklist at the bottom. So I'm kind of thinking, since there is the chance that I may put that green washi at the top, I'm going to put this one in the middle because I don't I don't want green washi right next to a green checklist. So I don't really have a lot of other stuff that needs to be, you know, noted on this layout. So let's attempt to put this back down. You can see it's still, you know, discolored here. That should clear up shortly. And I wanted to, I wanted to bring this over to the side, but I think I also want to get this green in here. I originally had planned on using the whole sticker, but now it looks like I'm only using a portion. I'm going to go ahead and trim this off, and that'll give me a scrap that I might be able to use somewhere else. And this should stick down here eventually. I've got a wrinkle in there now. I'm probably doing this way too soon. I'm just not real experienced with this stuff. So forgive me if you're a pro and you are cringing right now. Okay, now let's just leave that alone for a minute, and I will hold on to this. I'm going to bring this back out so I can notate her birthday here. And then I want to put something else here so that I can remind myself about those RSVPs. Let's do one of these yellow bullet points. I haven't really brought too much of this stuff over. Let's put that here, and then I think I'll go ahead and add another one here. That way, once the birthday girl figures out where she wants to go eat, I can make a notation there. Okay, let's get back over here to these little clusters. Here's a cute little cluster here. It does have the green, but it's also got this gold. Let's see if we can figure out how I could put this down. I do want to use a cluster since I've got one on my other page. Well, I don't want to get into this checklist. Let's bring it over this way a little bit. And we'll keep our, ooh, I don't know. I can't tell if that's crooked. It might be, but you know what? After this, I'm not messing with it. We'll see if we can find a little quote here. I did bring over one of my kellofaplan quote books. If y'all are not aware, I am a kellofaplan affiliate, so I always have a kellofaplan affiliate link in my description box. So anytime y'all choose to shop through that link, I do appreciate it. Okay, let's take a quick little pause and let's come over into these kellofaplan books. I brought over Birthday Basics Volume 2. This one is no longer available, but it does have this cute little quote down here. It says, "You are easy to celebrate." And I kind of wanted to put this over here somewhere. Now, if I put this here, I'm going to have like a weird, well, I've already got a weird empty spot there. So who knows what's going to happen with that. Maybe I should put this one up here, but I don't really want to cover up the green on my boxes. I think I'll trim it down just a little bit. I kind of wish I would have trimmed that. I wonder if I can. Boy, I'm just taking all kind of chances today, y'all. Okay, I don't have a ruler handy, so I'm just going to try to use this line it up thing as a straight edge. And I'm going to see if I can trim off some of this white. Okay, that worked out pretty well. No complaints. Let's take, what did I do with that sticker? Let's take this one and see if we can kind of trim it down just a little to get some of the excess offset from here. This is not going to be a perfect trim job. I'm just trying to get rid of all this extra stuff. I don't want it to cover up the pretty green color of my box. And I think I'm also going to trim a little bit from this side because I've already got quite a bit of an offset there. I guess I'm just going to go around the whole thing. So I do like this little birthday book. I don't know that there are any plans to release another one, but I wish that she would because I think I've used almost all of the themes that are in this book. And I also like all the little quotes that she's got in here for birthdays. Okay, I don't think the top is going to be that big of a deal, so we won't worry about that one. Okay, now let me figure out if I've got a way to place this. I know her birthday is the 23rd, but I think I'm going to put this one up here on the 22nd. We're running out of room for that washi strip. So we'll figure that out when we get there, I guess. I don't know if I was thinking about pulling anything else from this book. There's some tiny little happy birthday stickers here. Now, here's some regular birthdays. They're kind of big. I guess I'll go ahead and pull this one. I don't think there's any smaller ones. Looks like I can't seem to decide which page I'm going to pull from. I like to normally try and empty one page before I get into another one. Let's put this one down here, and I am going to trim off the bottom, just like I said earlier, so it doesn't cover up the color on my box. Okay, I think that'll be close enough. Let's have a look back over here at this page. Oh, I've just remembered I did want to try to find a quote there. Of course, it will be right next to this one, but there are some small-ish quotes in here. This is the Rainbow Quotes Volume 3. This book is still available. If I can remember, I'll link it in my description box. Otherwise, you can always get to the kellofaplan site from my regular, generic link. So in this book, all of the quotes are on clear, and there's a little section in here for family. And I wanted to look, here's the family section. I thought this one would be a good color. It says, the love of a family is life's greatest blessing. I think I'm going to put that here. It's kind of a pumpkin-y orange color. And I realized none of the fonts on any of my quotes are going to match, but I'm okay with that. And now we've got a little space here. Maybe we'll find something to fill in there. So that was Rainbow Quotes Volume 3. I'm going to set that one aside for now. I don't have any plans for that currently for any other areas of this spread, but, never say never. I'm not sure where I want to put this thing. I don't want to forget about that. So I'm just going to set it to the side. Kind of thinking I might add a couple of bullet points here. Since I've got 2 bullet points on this page, let's put a couple over here as well. Kind of even that up. And I think 2 will be good. And I'm not really sure what I want to do down here. Now, originally, I was thinking I might put that quote down here, but I think I put this lower than, what I was thinking about when I was looking through this book. Let's look at some of the other decorative stickers in here, and then maybe that'll kind of help me figure out what I want to do. Okay, so these are some of the decorative. Now, there's a lot of not Valentine's. What is wrong with me? There's a lot of Thanksgiving Day type stickers in here, or Thanksgiving week. I don't really want those because Thanksgiving is not till next week. Now, the wine might not hurt because we're celebrating a birthday. I wonder if I can set this one up in here to kind of close up this gap. And then I could put a little box or something below it. Whoops. I'm going to trim some of the white off of the sides. Sorry, guys. I didn't know I was going to be doing all this trimming today. Hope that doesn't, get on y'all's nerves. But I don't want it covering up my pretty boxes. And I wonder if I should also kind of trim this if I'm planning on sticking a box under it. So let's just go ahead and attempt to do a little straight cut there. And maybe I should have trimmed a little more up here. I think that'll be okay. I got a little coverage there, but I'm not going to let that bother me. Now let's put a small box here. And for that one, I do want just one of the solid boxes. Maybe the light orange. I don't think I cut that straight. We'll just kind of try to lay this one on top of it. Maybe I can get this sticker down straight. It's all right. Okay, I do still have this little guy. I'm not sure where I should place it. Kind of thinking over here somewhere because I've got some large florals on this side of the page. Probably need to put it over here somewhere. But undecided at the moment. He can continue to rest. So are y'all traveling for the holiday? It sounds like the airports are being returned to their normal schedules. I guess maybe ahead of the Thanksgiving holiday. Maybe that's why that's happening. You know what, since I'm a little undecided on where to go from here, I think I'm going to go ahead and look at these washi strips now. The thinnest ones are the green and the beige. I'm going to go ahead and try the green. I'm going to pull off the whole thing. I might regret it. And let's put this one up here at the top. I might want to lift the corner of this and kind of tuck it under here if I can, because I don't want that that harsh edge to show. And I'll cut it here, of course. And as far as this side of the page goes, since I've got that sitting there, I'm not sure how this is going to go down. I don't know if this is going to work out. Let's just start by lifting this a little bit here, I think. Oops, I tore it a little. And I'm going to start here. And I'm just going to come over a little ways with this. I don't know how far up I need to come. I'm trying to judge it based on this sticker here, because I don't want to put it underneath the sticker, I don't think. Too much if I don't have to. Okay, that's all right. And I kind of do want to continue it this direction. So I'll pull this up again. I guess I could have just ran it all the way. Probably would have saved myself some headache. Okay, let's lay this back down. And for this one, I think I'll just trim. Oops. This is still, I won't say damp, but it's not like my little washi strip wants to slide every time I touch it. I wonder if I should try to put you on top, because that black is getting a little bit covered up. Okay, that's not the greatest, but it's okay, and it gets that up there. Gosh, this sticker does not want to lay down, and I guess it's because I had that undo under there. I don't know really what's going on with that. Okay, I'm going to put this little bitty green piece right back in here. I don't know if I'll use that anywhere. It's so tiny. Okay, so that kind of closed up to there. I think I'm finished with this upper half. You know what I might do? I never do this, y'all, so I'm kind of nervous about it. I might add some of these lines, because I'm not going to want to put a quote directly below a quote. Let's see, if I put lines here, maybe I could put some there also. I'm not sure how this is going to come out. We're doing trial and error today. So for this one, I'm just going to use a Paper Mate Ink Joy gel. This is brown. I just happen to have it over here at this desk. So I'm not sure how high up I need to start this first line. I guess we'll just go for it. And I am going to go from one edge to the other, just because this is already outside of my comfort zone. So I don't want to try to make my lines my own special width. I think Michelle at Plan On It doesn't make hers all the way. But, you know, we're just learning over here. Okay, let's see. I think I'll do some here also. Whoops, I need to get it straight. I like having these little blue edges here. They do kind of help you line it up for beginners like me. And maybe this isn't the perfect pen for this, but you know, it's what I have, and I'm all about using what I have. Okay, that's a start. Now, hopefully, once I get this filled in, I like that a little better. Right now, it's not my favorite. Now, for this area here, I'm kind of thinking I could bring in maybe one of the tiny quotes from Rainbow Quotes. Let's see what we have in these colors. How about Make Today Great? I think that'll fit in this little space, and I don't want to spend too much time trying to look for a quote, but this one I think is pretty close to the same color as the one I put on the other page. So we'll just put this one here. Okay, again, that's Rainbow Quotes Volume 3. If interested, there will be a link in the description box. No pressure, though. Yeah, I think those are the same color. Okay, I'm kind of thinking this might be a good time to bring in this little scrap sticker. And since this one comes all the way to the bottom, I think I'll do the same with this guy here. Oops, I have a little piece there. I hope this one lays down okay. It's got some of that undo on it. I feel like it's a little curled. So I'm just going to lay it there and, you know, I'll trim this. I got like a little rough edge right here. I don't know what to do with this space here. I might just kind of leave that open because I don't want to add more bullet points. I also don't want to put lines. Let's look at these decorative stickers again. I don't think I want a decorative box. I've got 2 of those clusters already. Now I do have these little grapes, but I don't know if I want to add those. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to put any grapes here. I think they would just look kind of random floating there. I wonder what other kind of quotes she's got in here in the back. If any more of these are fall related. We do have a hello fall. I feel like I've got 3 words over here already, so I don't know that I want to add another one. And that would be too big. We don't need Thanksgiving. It's not sweater weather here yet. I wish it was. Maybe I can pretend that we're having fall weather and I can say leaves are falling, autumn is calling. So since I've got 3 words over here, then maybe it won't hurt to go ahead and put this one here. And well, it already kind of sat down, so I guess it's just going to sit there. All right, now what to do here? All right, I'm trying to think if I want to add some more floral down here. I do feel like I want to bring over something with the wine, but I just can't figure out how I want to place it. Now I do have some pumpkins over here, but I don't seem to have any other pumpkins. So maybe I can bring over some pumpkins and some wine. I just noticed this little cluster here of pumpkins. It's got this little striped one like we've got here. So I think I'm going to see if I can put this in my corner. And we'll trim some of this off. Let's place this one here. I'm going to have to turn my page over. Okay, I'm glad I got something in that corner, so I'm happy with that. And I would still like to get a little bit of these wine elements over here. I think I'm going to white out the word note. I believe I'm just going to maybe sprinkle some of the grapes and the wines over here because I've got these little elements here, but they're not on this page anywhere. So let's just grab a few of these. Let's see, we've got the green and here is a purple. I don't see this this lighter color, but I do see the pomegranate. So maybe we'll grab that. And let's take, let's see, this bottle doesn't have any small wine glasses, I don't think. Let me grab this pink and this one. Let's take this one. Well, that one doesn't want to come out. And I guess we're taking this large, not large, but, well, I guess it's about the same as that one. Just put that one there. And now kind of feel like maybe a little something there. Maybe this little guy. Okay, that might be my spread. Let's have a look and see. Oh, shoot. I forgot about this down here. But we're getting close. What about that Hello Fall sticker we saw back here? I don't know. This one. This is going to be a spread just full of words. And I know that fall happened way back in September, but it's still fall. Probably come next year, I'm going to be wishing I had saved this. Well, actually, now, I don't know. Whoops. Well, I guess he's going here. I am going to trim off this little part right here, though, since I don't want that line to be covered. Okay, and then I need something here. And then I think we'll be about finished. I guess we can look at the decorated boxes. I think I've got all of the colors, so I don't feel like I have to use any specific color from here. I might take this yellow one and turn it up like this, or do I want to do it like this? Maybe I'll put it here, but I'm going to trim some of this over here. And then I think I will try to lift up the corner of Hello Fall. I feel like that's crooked. Let me try to go this way. I want to come a little more over. I don't want my little black line covered up. And I can't really trim any more of the offset, or I'll be trimming off the flowers. Now it's curly down here, so of course it wants to be difficult. Okay, and now I'm going to lift this a little, and we'll just lay it on top of the... Oh, shoot. Y'all knew that was going to happen. Y'all were probably cringing before I was. That's okay. Okay, I think I am going to leave this one alone now. Except I do feel like, should I put something here? Let's look at those little scraps. I bet this pumpkin's too tall. Maybe this one here. And I'm going to put it right up next to the yellow. And I'm not going to worry about this down here, I don't think. Okay, guys, I think that might be my spread. I do have a few areas that I wish had come out differently. But overall, I think it's okay. And some of these boxes and bullet points, I know exactly what I'm going to write. The others are just available for to-do lists and whatever else comes up. So let's go ahead and grab my planner and get this back on the discs. And then we'll talk about the sticker books and see what we think about it. Okay, guys, there we go. There is my spread in my classic sized Happy Planner vertical layout that I'm using for a catch-all for November 17th through the 23rd. So the bulk of the stickers did come from Live Love Posh Seasonal Love from her November set. I did take these colored quotes from kellofaplan Rainbow Quotes Volume 3. This book is still available for purchase. And I took these two birthday quotes from kellofaplan Birthday Basics Volume 2. This book is sold out. I'm not sure if or when there will be a restock. But yeah, that is going to do it for this one. I certainly appreciate y'all joining me on my video today. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please go on and hit that like button. Leave me a comment down below. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please go on and hit that subscribe button. We're going to have a lot more goodness coming up for the remainder of the year, and I can't wait to share it with y'all. Okay, guys, y'all have a great day, a wonderful week, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.